Our guest today says the latest development is disappointing, adding that the Senate failed to do its job, generating more political uncertainty. With us now for more is Professor Aries Arugay, Chairperson of the Department of Political Science at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. Good to have you with us, Aries. I know you're in a faculty retreat. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me again, Kathy.
So you've watched everything late into the night. What do you make of the Senate's decision to return the articles of impeachment to the House of Representatives?
It seems it's clear that the Senate doesn't seem to be more forthcoming about performing its constitutional duty, which is to immediately constitute itself as an impeachment court and start the process.
Well, majority of the senators approved the motion to confirm the complaint did not violate the Constitution. Could the House's decision be, in a way, a violation of the Constitution?
Right. Yes, Kathy, we're charting on. We are on uncharted constitutional terrain here because, according to legal experts and according to our Constitution, the Senate and the House are co-equal branches. So for the Senate to issue basically a directive or a command to the House is something that is quite unprecedented. But what is also clear from what was witnessed last night is that some senator judges, because they're already senator judges, already seem to have displayed their inherent bias and not acting really supposed to be the neutral and impartial senator jurors that they're supposed to be.
Well, to recall, the House impeached Duterte on February 5th, over 200 lawmakers endorsing that complaint, and on the same day, the articles of impeachment transmitted to the Senate, but that the upper chamber adjourned without addressing the case. Now, the second clause or tacit came along with it, with the return to the House of Representatives, Aries, is to verify that the next session of Congress was willing and ready to pursue the impeachment complaint. What do you make of it?
Right. The very interesting thing about it is that, therefore, the current Congress of the House of Representatives, which is the 19th Congress, which is still in session, may not be able to directly respond because the directive or the question of the court is to the 20th Congress, which will not be constituted until the day of the State of the Nation address by President Marcos. That will be in July, not this month. So I think there's really this aim to further delay and therefore really call into question the impeachment, quote unquote, crossing over to the 20th Congress. So again, it seems like the Senate of the present Congress, the 19th Congress, has no interest in processing this impeachment trial of the Vice President.
Which leads us to the timings. What will this new development now mean to the timings at which the impeachment trial takes place and a verdict is delivered? Or would you consider this a stay of execution for VP Duterte?
Well, Kathy, this has been this impeachment, which has started already since late last year, has been lagging. And I think it is incumbent for our public officials, our elected officials, not to really further delay the process so that it will not cause more uncertainty. It will not, dampen confidence in the country, in the market, and really to think that the only way the nation could move forward, our democracy, is to put closure in this process and not to further delay it.
So you're saying the latest development generates more political market uncertainty. What then for the 12 incoming newly elected senators, including some of the re-electionists and independents? What is that going to mean for the final 3 years of the current presidency?
Yes, we'll have to figure out, but I do think the election results plus this impeachment trial will define how the senators, as well as other members of the legislature, will behave, because in any case that the vice president will be acquitted or somehow trial will not proceed and be dismissed, empower, I think, the Vice President. And as her allies in the Senate already said, she's a possible and remains to be the strongest contender for 2028. And therefore, that will be the effect of this impeachment process.
Thank you so much for your insights, Aries. Much appreciated. Aries Arugay, the Chairperson of the Political Science Department of UP Diliman.